Alright, I wanted to make a gameplay video here to demonstrate what I've been working on. I was pretty disappointed because I didn't get to enter in my the competition Boundless put on to do the There's No Place Like Home competition. I thought it would be really fun to show this. I've really been wanting to get it done, but I just haven't had the time. Which is understandable because I'm in medical school and life is crazy. But here we go. So I'm going to actually take you outside real quick, show you the location, and then I'll show you the castle itself. I'm going to run around here. Beautiful trees, kind of just this alpine lake type thing going on with glaciers in the middle of it, which I think is awesome. And planets always look cool around here. Everything is sweet. One of the critters just fell in there. So I do want to show you beneath the windows, because I have so many torches in there, you actually get these nice little pools of light. I really love the graphical effects that they put in here. I think it's pretty sweet. Here's the only window that I've made glass for yet. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the glass. You can't really see anything there. You can just see a frame. But I don't know. I might leave it there. We'll fill in probably a whole row of windows, a whole floor of windows, and then we'll see what's going on. So let me take you around the castle real quick. This is the back of it. It's, other than that glass, it's the part that has the least embellishment in it. I don't have any hedgerow or anything like that. What I'm going for here is just a really tall castle that I want later to be able to come back and maybe put some more plots around the castle and put some embellishment on the outside. I'll show you in a minute why I have so much ice, but right now I have just like over 1,000 blocks of ice, and I think it'd be really sweet, since I'm on a glacier, to build some ice sculptures and put those around. The cool part about Boundless compared to Minecraft so far, well, one of them, there's actually a bunch of stuff I like about it, especially about the future activities, but right now you can see these curved and not curved but sloped blocks right here. I did all of that. I did all that myself, and it's just, it makes for really nice corners, and it's a pretty sweet look as far as I'm concerned anyway. I put some leaves down. It kind of makes for a nice little hedge look. Put them along the sides. They look pretty sweet. These are terraced right there because it just makes it easier to build, to have multiple access points to get higher up. And I'll tell you why I'm not finished with it right now, because what originally happened is I actually built up to this point, and then I went up about that high, and then I just kind of mirrored what's going on the bottom. I made this terraced appearance on top, and then I looked at it. I actually went over there and looked at it, and it just looked short and stubby. It totally didn't look realistic. It didn't look appealing, and you know, it just wasn't sexy. And I've seen some British castles in my days, and they look awesome. That's the one thing. I mean, even the smallest castles I've been to just looked super cool, and you know, if you're going to take a lot of time like it takes in Boundless to build something, it might as well look freaking awesome. So that's my goal. In order to accomplish that terracing that I showed you out here, I did have to come in 2 blocks. I've got some graphical things I could fix here, maybe put in some full blocks of timber to fill in these gaps and those gaps. They're pretty ugly right now, but I really want to just get the outside of the castle done, and then I'm going to do some crazy cool stuff on the inside. Namely, I want to go and get some different materials from other worlds and just really make it look cool. Maybe put some glowing stones on the outside so it doesn't just say castle and freaking awesome castle, but it says freaking awesome magical castle. Let me come up here and explain the rest of it. So this is actually not the end of my land. It goes about 3 more bricks high. And what I had done is I just built up a wall around here. I came out one more brick, on the edge, and then I sloped them in, and it looked really cool as far as the way the sloped and angled bricks made it look, but it just wasn't tall enough. And so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to build a whole castle up this high, and then I'm going to put another plot, and this it actually takes 9 plots to do the square that I've got here. So I'm going to put 9 plots on top of what I already have, and putting another plot on top is going to add actually 4 stories to this castle. So from the bottom, which is the basement right now, and that's the most complete room that I have, even though it's got plenty of room for adding stuff onto it. From the basement to the top, with just these 2 plots, it would have been 5 stories. After I add on that second one, it's actually going to be 9 stories tall. So I'm pretty excited for that. I think it'll finally be tall enough to really look the way I want it to, and then I can start maybe adding some offshoots or you know, some shorter turrets on the sides. But this is just a little graphical appearance. There's how the tower rooms are going to look. They're pretty small, but they're, again, like the towers I've really been in. And although I am looking for that kind of pseudo-realistic appearance, I want to take you to my basement and show you, obviously, not everything is super realistic. I can't have the stone towers and the stone walls just standing on this wood, but I don't care. It looks cool. I think just looking across this giant workroom, I can come over here and it just looks like a huge room, and it's not filled up with a bunch of stuff, so it doesn't really bother me that it's somewhat unrealistic down here. I do want to show you my setup. So I've got shelves over here. I find that putting 6 shelves together is about right. It gives you 24 spaces of storage space, and right here I keep all of my either the easy to access stuff like the chisels or the building materials, and that's what these shelves over here will be as well, is building materials and supplies, and I can just bring them out here and use them at my leisure. In this first one I have things that are partially finished, so like timber, stones. In the second one I have things that need to be worked on. I've got like rocks, but I don't like doing stuff if it's not in a full batch. Some things like wood, it doesn't make a difference. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, you don't lose anything. But other things like this metamorphic rock, if you build them, let me come up here, if you come into the crafting table and you build in a single, it takes 2 bricks to make 1 stone. And then if you come down here, you can make 10 stones with 16 rocks. And then you come down here, it's 50 stones for 72 rocks. So the bigger you build, the more economical it is. And with how long it takes in mining, and the fact that it takes so many hammers to mine a lot of material, I just don't build anything unless I've got a full stack, which in this metamorphic rock it takes 72. So and then I just have a third crafting table. Sometimes it's nice, like if I'm just need 1 hammer or 1 whatever item to build it there. I've got my 2 fireplaces and crucibles here. That way I can have like iron ore in one and glue going in the other. I might add another, maybe even 2 or 3 more. Got plenty of room to do it. Then I've got my different tools here. I've got my compactor, my workbench, and over here is my extractor. And the 3 of those together, they're kind of things that you need all 3 of them to really progress. And frankly, I need some other stuff that I haven't even gotten built. But I've been less concerned with the machines and more concerned with my castle right now. And I know it doesn't look like it, but it's taken a long time for me to get this far. I don't have that much room. But yeah, like I said, down here is my workstation. I'm probably not going to put any walls in. I really like how it looks. It's this open space, and to me it just feels like a workshop. There is one little thing that I thought was fun. Because of the way my castle is shaped, I can come over here and I still have 1 brick on the outside. Super advantageous because nobody can just dig into my basement. And I put these shelves here. I'm going to build 4 more shelves, and I'll stick them on either side. And this is going to be like my equipment room. right now I've got some wood arrows and a copper grappling hook in there. And so every time I build weapons, and I'm just going to go out and just mine, I'll probably just leave them there, because as of right now in Boundless, if you die, everything that's in your inventory that has durability, like right now I've got a copper hammer, copper chisel, what else? I've got an axe, a stone hammer. I've actually got several axes and several stone hammers, and everything that is in your inventory takes durability damage every time you die. And so it's quite a painful experience, really, to die, because what that durability really equals out to is time. It's going to take me time, it's going to take me resources to rebuild my hammers, and those are things that are really short. So this is my castle. I really like it. I'll show you right now what the coordinates are, because I want people to come and play with me. It's -321 and 227. This 73 in the middle is just my elevation, so that's not really that important. Just to, if you're in Berlin, which is the US West server, come find me, and you can either we can become friends and we can work on this castle together. Especially if you've got some time and some sweet ideas for how to make it pop a little more. I'm still going to put in some designs in the walls using some igneous stone, so it's a little bit darker and it stands out. And like I said, I want to, well, actually I'm not sure if I said in this video or not, but I would really like to travel to some other planets and or some other places on this planet and get some cool looking materials. I want to make those ice sculptures around it, and I think it'll look really cool when it's finally finished. It's just taking me some time to get there. So again, this is Cunning Celt. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. For those comments, please list anything you'd like me to do in the game or like to see me build, or if you have any questions about how I actually did the edging or whatever, please comment and I'll reply to those. So thanks for watching again.